And actually, near, just a few meters away from us was the venue for the pageant. And well, I included that crown here because the question that was asked of our representative was very interesting. Some find it an easy question to answer. And that got me into thinking also of what is the most significant change we've seen in the world in the last 10 years. And the first answer that cropped up in my mind is, of course, technology. Do you agree with me? Yes, it's technology. And specifically, information technology, which is why we're all here today, right? We want to use technology into education. Specifically, we want to use technology inside our classrooms. So my outline presentation, so the first part would be just an extremely brief history of Chromebooks in Veritas Catholic School, and then 2 advantages of Chromebooks as viewed by students, teachers, parents, and the results were based on a survey conducted by our school principal, who's actually having a talk simultaneous with mine at the plenary hall. And then part 3 would be how I use Chromebooks in our classrooms. So just a few school years ago, back in school year 2014-2015, our school had a leap of faith, and we decided to embark on a digital learning program. Our school is not a big school. Our students are not from high-income families. They're actually composed of middle-income families. But we decided to again take a leap of faith and embark on this journey because of the advent of the K-12 that we really had to follow its mandate of K-12. So the best thing that you can think of, and also to address the way students are digital learners, right? They are actually digital natives. Kami hindi, we're just digital migrants, right? They are digital natives. So we have to learn to teach them the best way that they learn. So the best way to do that is by adopting a digital learning program. And then we decided to provide our high school students with a Chromebook. What's the difference of Chromebook and an ordinary laptop? If you search Chromebooks in the net, you'll come up with this. So a Chromebook is a laptop of a different breed. Instead of Windows 10 or Mac OS X, Chromebooks run Google's Chrome operating system. These machines are designed to be used primarily while connected to the internet, with most applications and documents living in the cloud. Okay, so that means you don't have to save. Everything is automatically saved into the cloud, specifically sa Google Drive. Our digital learning program coordinator, Sir Noel, actually gave a talk yesterday of the history of the DLP in our school. So here's my Science 10 class, and the students all have their own Chromebooks. And the advantages of having Chromebooks is that it's very affordable compared to other gadgets. It has a long battery life of 8 hours, is enough for the students to use for the entire school day. And believe it or not, the limited space, hardware space, because this doesn't let them save yung yung mga gaming. They don't, sir, how do you say it? You cannot save in large files. They cannot just play games. So parang the focus, the gadget is just for academic purposes. So what are the top 3 advantages of Chromebook? So as what our students said, number 3, the top 3 reason is it helps them with ICT literacy, media and internet literacy, data interpretation and analysis. Number 2, it promotes leadership, teamwork, collaboration, facility in using virtual workspaces. And their top 1 reason or advantage for using Chromebooks is it improves their research skills and practices as well as their interrogative questioning. So that's very important in the part of students. Let's now go look at how the top 3 advantages as viewed from the perspective of teachers. So for teachers, top 3 reason: it promotes creativity, artistry, curiosity, imagination, innovation, and personal expression of the students. Top 2, promotes leadership, teamwork, collaboration, facility using virtual workspaces. And number 1, surprisingly, it's also the same as what the students said. It improves research skills and practices and interrogative questioning. So our answers actually jive with the answers of the students. And looking at the parents' viewpoint, top 3 advantages of Chromebooks. Number 3, it helps the students make wise use of resources available to them. Number 2, they are able to access information accurately and efficiently, so research again, which is also the same as the top 3 advantages mentioned by students and teachers. And the top 1 advantage of Chromebooks is creativity. Again, it's parang in line with the answers given by the students and the teachers. Okay. How are Chromebooks used in class? The same way that the regular laptops are used in class. So you can actually utilize Google Apps for education that encourage collaboration and creativity. Yesterday, somebody talked about how to use Google Apps for education, specifically Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Forms. And I've also included their video because students are very good at making their own videos, much better than we actually can, or I can. They're much better than me. And then, number 2, sometimes they're not satisfied with the apps that they always use, so they look for other apps that they can use. So I just give them a task and then they're responsible for looking for an app on it. So students search for apps that will aid them in doing their performance tasks. Number 3, we teachers can design academic tasks based on the interests and likes of the students. Later I'll show you an example. Number 4, they can access their PowerPoint or Google Slides presentations and videos. We all know this is blended learning, so they can access the videos and the PowerPoint files anytime they are free, even when they're at home or on vacation. You can do that via our learning management system, which is powered by DUL Brightspace. And then number 5, it's also possible to submit online yung essays, reflection papers, memes, hugot lines, pick-up lines, whatever, presentations that you want them to make, or even videos. You can also post reminders and announcements, of course. Here's a sample student output. So this is during the first quarter. One of my students submitted this to me. I'm sure the science teachers can understand this. Para tayong nag-transform boundary, napiyak yung puso mo and it's all my fault. Diba? If the student doesn't know the concept, he won't be able to do this. You agree? Okay, thank you. And the next. I actually asked them to make a crossword puzzle because I personally don't like biology, but I'm forced to teach it. I'm sorry to all the bio majors out there. So I asked them to make a crossword puzzle about the reproductive system. I was explaining to them how to do it using Word and Excel. So it's very complicated. There are lots of steps involved and measuring. And somebody just typed in and said, "Miss, I'm sure there's an app out there that can do this for us." So I said, "Sige, you go look for it." And they did. They found an app. And that's what they knew. And then, you can also ask the students to make video demonstrations. So this is under physics already. So sometimes we don't have much time in class or in the lab, so you can just ask them to video their demonstrations at home. And then here's another sample student output. Naman yung hugot. Sabi niya, sana yung relasyon natin parang adenine at thymine, guanine at cytosine, para loyal din tayo sa isa't isa. Mga ganyan. And next, This one, alam mo, parang DNA kita eh. Dahil hindi ako kung wala ka. Diba? Okay. And then here's another good video naman. So I gave them parang a choice of how to make the report. You can either make a video, a PowerPoint presentation, a Google Slides presentation, in any format. And one group submitted this to me. It's very good. It's somebody was actually narrating this in a different voice. So it's very good. It's very funny. So, nandilis daw yan. So it's funny. They learn at the same time. And then here, this is actually extra credit. So I just asked them to compose a song about DNA. And this is what they made. So they just drew and videoed everything. Because they sang on their own and they played the music. Tapos, I can also post sample reminders. So, I'm a K-drama addict and I'm proud to say that to everybody. So, eto, mga reminders kasi they can relate with this. This is how they talk. So, this is how I talk to them. Late na nga ako nag-check, dami pa rin hindi nag-submit. So, pagkalagay ko niyan, ang dami nag-submit. Okay? And then the next one, babalik nyo ba reply slips? O gusto nyo sabihin ko na pangalan nyo? Those who don't watch K-drama, this is from Dublin, you won't get it. So I suggest you watch it. Okay. Lastly, to end my presentation, to be a great teacher, this is from We Are Teachers, you don't need the latest technology, the cutest classroom, or the newest outfit. What you do need is a passion for learning and the heart to love every student that enters your classroom. Agree po ba tayo? Yes. And then if you pair that, your passion for learning and your love for your classroom with technology, what wonders we can do. Right? Okay. And these are photo credits. Of course, you always have to cite our sources. And then, thank you very much for listening. This is again Mrs. Maog from Veritas Catholic School. God bless everybody.